Hello, my name is Mark Arnold from Urban Saints, and this is the Equip session for the Girls Brigade Leaders Conference. In this session we're going to explore practical ways that we can help to include and create accessibility and belonging for each and every child and young person that is a part of our group. Of all the things that we can do to make a difference to children and young people with additional needs and disability, having one of our leaders as the inclusion champion is the most transforming. Having somebody in that role, looking out for the needs of each and every child and young person, particularly those that have additional needs or disabilities, thinking about ways that we can change what we do and how we do it so that it works better for everyone, is absolutely transforming and can make such a difference to the way that children and young people are included and able to access the things that we do. Think about an autistic young person who comes into the group alongside everybody else when it's really busy, really noisy. There are smells and sounds and bright lights and a whole overwhelming range of sensory input to deal with. And that can often be really hard for them. Wouldn't it be better if they were able to come along maybe a little bit earlier to access a safe space where they can just allow the rest of the group to slowly, gradually build up around them? The inclusion champion within our team could enable that to happen and could be a point of contact for parents and carers to ensure that the needs of each and every child are met. It's really important that we engage with parents and carers and understand what's going on in other areas of that child's life, what support might be provided for them at home and at school, so that we can bring those strategies in to what we're doing in the group, creating continuity for each child, but also it means that we don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's already a really good strategy out there that can be a real help to each and every child. The more we know about the children that we're working with, the better. And there are a range of tools that we can use that help us with that. One of those is a one-page profile. Some of you may have come across these. They're quite often used in the education world. One-page profiles ask a variety of questions that it actually really helps us to understand each child better if we get the answers to those. What do people like and admire about me? That's a really good place to start. So often when we're thinking about children with additional needs or disabilities, inadvertently they can be seen as a problem to solve. Whereas starting with a positive, what do people like and admire about me, can be a really good starting point. What do I enjoy? What do I love doing? What's the thing that's fun for me? Well, that's really important to know too, because we can do more of that in our group and help that child or young person to really feel that this is a special place for them. And then how I want to be supported. It's a really good question too, and is much more likely to get an answer and get more information that will be useful for us than sometimes the box that we have on our forms that says, does your child have any special needs? Which can often be left blank, sometimes in contrast to the child who then subsequently arrives with us. So using one-page profiles can be a great way of understanding better all the children that we're working with. These and a whole range of different versions of this form can be downloaded for free from a website run by Sheffield City Council. It's called chefkids, chefkids.co.uk. And if you go there and go to the adults section, which is where all the leaders' information is, a range of really useful resources, including lots of these one-page profiles. Once we've got a load of information about each child that we're working with, we can then help to bring some of the things that they love doing into the group. And by doing that, we're much more likely to help them engage, particularly in talk times, for example. If the things that we're doing with them and the things that they're able to engage with are things that they enjoy and that they're good at, and are able to really bring their skills to the fore with as they do that. Some of the children and young people we're working with might need a bit of extra help, and so having a one-to-one helper or even another young person as a buddy can be really useful too. Just somebody that can watch out for them, help them to know what's happening now and next, and maybe looking out for the signs of them struggling and know what to do when those signs come. And then it's really helpful for each child and young person to know what's happening in the session, to have some kind of a timetable. It might be a printed one, it might be a picture one, it might use symbols, but a timetable that helps them to understand where they are in the programme now, what's expected of them, what's coming next, maybe when snack time is, and ultimately when it will be time for them to return home. There are lots of other things that we can explore and offer as ways to include and create access for each and every child and young person. And we'll be exploring a little bit more later on in another session.